Okay, so you want to get an unlimited amount of legendaries and mythics. You also want to complete your index and gain a lot of money. Well, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. I'm going to show you throughout the whole video on the best ways to progress and what you should buy and what you should not buy and what you should be saving for. So let's go ahead and begin this video. Okay, so when loading in, you're going to spawn in the first town, exactly where I am. And what you're going to do is you're going to come over and talk to John. John is going to give you a list of items that you're going to need to get, which is down at Roblox Sands. And then if you come over to the trader, she's going to tell you to get a ruby. You can get every single item that the trader is saying in the Rubble Creek Sands and also in the Rubble Creek deposits. But I wouldn't focus too much on that straight away. I'll go and talk to John, complete the tutorial, and then get a lot of money so you can save up for your shovels and pans. The shovels and pans I recommend is focusing your pans over your shovels, especially because they give you luck boosts. You want to go ahead and buy the silver pan, and then you're going to come over to the right side and then buy the reinforced shovel, which will give you a toughness of 3 and a dig strength of 5, allowing you to dig in other areas. So what toughness does is, as you can see in Rubble Creek Sands, it says toughness 1 and then toughness 2. You're going to need a toughness 2 shovel to go ahead and mine in that area over there. But by the time you've already completed John's quest, you're going to have an insane amount of money, which it literally doesn't matter anyway. John is then going to tell you to go to the next village, which is not very far. As you can see on my left, there's some endgame stuff. As you can see, it's a 15 plus levels, which we're not going to go there just yet. So once you have crafted some rings in the crafting area, you most likely have crafted the golden ring, which I suggest, crafting the garden glove, which I also recommend crafting, and crafting the amethyst pendant, which is another good craft. But there is better items. For example, the topaz necklace is going to be amazing for you. The pearl necklace is going to be decent, but you're not going to have pearls anyway. Jade armband, I don't recommend getting, but you can get it if you want it, because you're going to focus on these blue items here. The ruby ring is going to be absolutely amazing and it's very easy to craft. The lapis armband is amazing and very easy to craft. And the speed coil you're not going to want to get. You can get it, but I wouldn't recommend it. The lapis one is probably better because it gives luck. And then the meteor ring, which I 100% recommend getting for that shake strength and also that dig strength. They are the items you're going to be focusing on when you're in this island over here. The NPCs that you talk to are going to have question marks above their head, and you're going to go ahead and talk to this guy. He's going to give you a quest. The engineer is going to give you a quest, and the fisherman over here is going to give you a quest. You're going to be farming here for quite some time completing them quests. The shovels I recommend over here is, I would recommend buying the golden one, and then you can skip the magnetic one, go for the magma one. And then you can most likely skip this one, but you can buy it if you want to. Okay, the reason I am saying to skip them is because if you are above level 15, you can come over into the cave, and for 40 million, you can buy the shovel, and for 35 million, you can buy the pan, which is a massive, insane boost compared to the diamond one. So that's why I do recommend skipping the diamond one and going straight into this cave, but that is only if you are level 15. And then I recommend buying this shovel. Then I recommend buying this shovel, and then also, once again, you can buy this if you want. You don't need to, but you can buy it if you want to speed up the progress a bit more. Totems are going to be your best friends, I cannot lie. These are going to change your game completely, especially when grinding. So they cost 300 to buy and they last for quite a long time. So if I go ahead and buy one, as you can see, I got rid of some of the purple shards down in the bottom. To get shards, you're going to do quests, and you can also get them from meteors, which honestly, quest is probably your best bet, especially if you have double gems. And the merchant potion, which if you buy it straight away, it will use it. You can't use it later. You have to use it as soon as you buy it, which is quite annoying. But you can buy the merchant potion, which gives you a 100% sell boost. And there's a merchant over here, kid that does nothing, and obviously the blacksmith. When following the path, you're going to come over to the right and you're going to see this altar, and this altar allows you to actually enchant all of your different pans. So as you can see, we have Titanic, boosting, destructive, lucky, forceful. There are all different things, but my main suggestion is going to be Titanic, which is sadly a 1%. However, what Titanic does, it boosts the ore chances of being bigger. And bigger the ores, better the crafting you're going to get. You can get 5 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars. And yeah, you want the 5 stars. You can also talk to this guy and he will go ahead and give you a quest. But carrying on and going to the Sunset Beach, you're going to come and bump into one of these waypoints. Come ahead and claim the waypoint and you'll be fine. And then come into the lighthouse like so. We're going to go all the way up. And this NPC up here is going to give you a quest, which you are 100% going to want to complete. It's going to tell you to get Luminite. Luminite can be found in many different areas. However, I like to farm it at the Sunset Beach or even the Crystal Caves down over there. But we're not good enough to get to the Crystal Caves, so I do recommend farming it at Sunset Beach, where you can get Luminum, which you're going to want to talk to the guy up there with the Luminite, and then you can go to the new area for the new content. What I like to do is I would farm here, craft a lot of pearls, and I'm going to show you exactly what to craft when farming here. Okay, so we arrived back at the area where we can craft, and I would recommend crafting the Heart of the Oceans, because it gives a shake speed, a cell boost, and a decent amount of luck. You can also go ahead and craft the moon rings. I would rather do like a couple, like 50-50 split. Craft 3 of these and 3 of these. The moon ring allows you to dig and shake a lot faster, making it very, very easy to go and progress throughout the game, because I'm going to show you exactly why. So if you come over here and buy a strength totem, so if you go to our stats, we're going to have a shake speed of nearly 300% and a shake strength of 10%. Whilst putting down a totem, we can go ahead and, we can go ahead and hit some perfects. And just watch this, Look how fast, my pan's a bit glitched, but look how far down the pan actually goes. And I don't even have the best like kit on for this. There we go. We're going to go ahead and mine down again. And it just depletes 530 depletes instantly. But let's say you're using a different pan, so you're going to be using either the diamond pan. It's going to be a little slower, but as you can see, it still goes down pretty fast, and you're not going to have 420 cap anyway, so it's going to be insane for you guys to definitely go ahead and speedrun the game. So let's say you stacked up on a lot of items. You've gone ahead and crafted some moon rings and Heart of the Ocean rings. As you can see, we don't have the best rings. We have 2 stars, 2 stars, 3 stars, 2 stars, 2 stars, 3 stars. Not even the best in the game. You can go ahead and talk to the ferryman because you have completed the aluminum quest. Then once we have done this, we're going to go ahead and enter the Crystal Cave. So in the Crystal Caverns, you can see there's a lot of different things. There's an oasis down here. There's also a normal NPC over here, which you're going to want to speak to get another quest. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to save up your emeralds, then you're going to want to save up your diamonds, and you're also going to want to save up your starshine. You want 1 of each, and then you're going to get around 250 million, so you can enter under this waterfall. And under this waterfall, as you can see, the emerald, the diamond, and the starshine has been put in. You can come in here, you can buy the shovel for 125 million, and you can buy the pan for 125 million. And when you talk to this NPC, you're going to get a bonus stat giving you +5 luck, which is unlimited, so you may as well go ahead and do his quest. The World Shaker is actually pretty good with a 75 luck and 150 capacity and a shake strength of 5. Pretty decent. I do recommend going in there and farming that quest. Okay, so you've gathered a lot of money, around about 1 billion. You've also got a lot of different items so you can craft. Well, I'm going to show you the one location you're definitely going to need to go to craft the last endgame item. Talk to the ferryman once you have completed the Lighthouse quest, and then he's going to take you to a whole new island. As you can see, we're at Volcanic Sands, where you're going to want to go ahead and farm the fire opal, because there is a quest that you're going to need to do. Coming on the left side of the island and wrapping around past this like little hut thing, you're going to see the volcano has a little hole in the side of it. When you arrive here, you're going to see the flame priest, and you're going to talk to him, and you're going to need to get a fire opal, allowing you to walk in the volcano with a protection spell that he puts on you. Apparently that's what he says, but I don't know if that's true. When arriving in the magma furnace, turning right, you can see that there is a waypoint where you can go ahead and TP to anything. And there's going to be the new items in the game. One being the Dragon Flame Sluice, the next being the Dragon Flame Pan, and the Dragon Flame Shovel. And a lot of people say, oh, this shovel, the Earthbreaker, is better than the Dragon Shovel. But in my opinion, it doesn't really matter. I like to use the Dragon Shovel just because it has more dig power. You're going to come over here and you're going to farm the Flare Bloom, which will allow you to craft the items, which I'm going to go ahead and get into. You're going to want to focus on a couple of items here. So as I said, you don't need to go to the volcano. There is one item that you need, which is the Flare Bloom, which will help you craft the Phoenix Wings, giving you a 100 to 300% luck, well not percent, flat luck, and a capacity decrease, which is pretty decent, I can't even lie. That is one thing you're going to want to focus on, especially going to the volcano. So you're going to want to focus on getting the Phoenix Wings. You can get the crown, you can craft this if you want to. I didn't, because I'm going to go focus for the wings. So you can craft this, but you don't have to. Then you're going to go either for the Phoenix Heart or the Celestial Rings. Celestial Rings being way better because, yeah, you lose the size. This gives you more luck, more capacity, more size, and a modifier boost being crucial, especially when making money. So go for the Celestial Rings, which you farm Vortex Essence, or whatever it's called, inside of the Crystal Caverns. Then it's your choice to go for what rings you want to go for. I'm going to focus on both of the rings. As you can see, we need Prismara, which is impossible to get, so I don't think I'll be getting this anytime soon. I'm focusing on this ring, which we do actually have 2 Panite. I just cannot get Palladium because it's impossible, but that is what I'm going to be focusing on for Endgame. That is pretty much it. That is the best beginner guide you possibly need to know. I've thrown up all the enchantments, I've thrown up everything you need to know. But yeah, this has been a quick video, but I hope you guys enjoy and have a blessed day.